Okay, so this is going to be a raceflight reflash to the latest firmware. It's a demonstration to show how easy it is for a couple of friends who aren't on raceflight. This is a pretty old quad now. It's got a Revolt V2 on it. It's a schizo version, and the ESCs are raceflight 2, or I should refer to it as flight 1 now. So what you'll see is split screen, me showing you what I'm doing at the same time as what you see on the screen itself. I suppose we ought to really just get started. Okay, here goes. Just going to straightforward plug it in. And I immediately get an error on screen. It tells me to update the firmware. I'm just going to update the firmware. It's all automated. I just simply click on update firmware, tell it which to flash it from. So I downloaded the configurator, and it's automatically come up with the correct firmware to flash. Okay, so that was successfully flashed. Booted up, brought you into the welcome screen. Just going to go through a few bits and pieces. It's a Tyrannus, a receiver. Click next on that. This is going to be a basic setup, so I'm not going to do anything fancy or anything. I know how to connect the Tyrannus, not a problem. Ask me my VTX. I've got a Tramp HV on there, but I'm not going to say anything up fancy on it. It's just going to straightforward ignore that and just say other. I am using BLES, so I'm just going to click on that. Not going to reverse the props. Interested, but not going to do it this time, so no. And then I go straight into the setup page where I've got a six part setup, and literally just run straight through all that lot to have a full setup on it all. And let's just start straight away. I'm going to be doing it freestyle. I'm not sure what smooth stick movements are, but I'm just going to say yes on that. Choose size of the quad. Okay, quad is flat. Placing it on its nose. Okay, orientation correctly set up and FC set up. So we're going to go to the receiver next. Yeah, just going to say okay to that lot. It says 10 foot away. I'm doing it 10 foot honest. Okay, we're just going to make sure it's turned on. That'd be a good start. Right, now it's going to be 10 foot away, look. I'm sure this could be done better. I'm sure a lot of people think so too. And that's automatically detected. Going to step 3, setting it all up. Again, it's bound already, it's transmitting already, it's 10 foot away, honest. I'm not sure that last bit. I'm just going to move the sticks. Next, set throttle up, to the right, to the right. Disarm position is on, armed position, and that's complete. And on the video screen you'll see me switch arm and off and on, just to check. not a problem. I also want to set up the buzzer, so what I'm going to do, go down to where it says butter and click that slide across there. It's currently in its off position, now it's on its on position. And there, that's set up there. So that's radio set up. We're done with that. We're going to go to ESCs. I've removed the props and I'm just going to plug this in as requested. And there we are, completed on that stage as well. And now it's calibrate motors. So we're just going to launch the wizard on that one. Still connected. Okay. So I'm going to remove and disconnect because we're just following the instructions on screen. Plug it back in as instructed. That's complete, and then final is the fixed motor direction and idle. So we're just going to launch that. We're connected up, we've moved the props. Go to 1, 2, 3, 4. Also just check and make sure that they're going in the right direction as well. Right, all motors spin in the right direction. A couple of errors come up now and again, but I just simply pass on through those. And that's the whole setup complete. All I need to really do is just go into configuration. I can do some other bits and pieces. Change the pilot name, craft name, it's a plug frame, I'll call this blue. Save those. And then I've got a preset rates to put in there. Ones I've used for a long time, and then obviously if I want to tune it I can then tune it all up later. And very quickly I just stick these rates in and complete this 10-minute process. All my quads have the same weight rates, and it allows me to fly in a similar form, each one of them. So that's all completed and saved, and it's taken 10 minutes, pretty much precisely there.